There we go. And the final book review is today's speaker, Michael Schratt. I got to tell you, I'm a visual guy. So this book is just, I mean, it hits the spot. Just briefly what it says here, a fully illustrated book details 20 historical UFO cases, which were secured from multiple research centers around the United States and had never been seen before. In addition, the publication also highlights multiple UFO encounters, many of with beings reported. A few cases covered in this book, the mystery airship wave of night, and then it goes on and talks about. I gotta tell you, knowing the stories and then seeing the illustrations that Michael has put together, it's just amazing. And I've got one special note on this. His book it's not in hard copy, it's in Kindle. But if you don't have a Kindle reader, which I don't have, you can go on Amazon and for free, you can download a Kindle converter and read the book on your laptop. That's what I did. I got that, then I ordered the book and I read the book on my PC. You didn't have to have a Kindle. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. And that's my book reviews for this month. Okay, this is why you people showed up. You didn't show up to hear from me talk about books and cases and stuff. Well, you might have wanted to talk about cases, but today's headliner, Michael Schratt, is a private pilot, an aviation historian, investigated UFO encounters for over 25 years. Between 2008 and 2009, Michael meticulously reviewed a minimum of 50,000 cases in an effort to maintain an important part of our national history. Recreated dozens of highly credible UFO cases by using drawings, illustration, and commissioned artwork. Many of these include USO, unidentified submerged objects, actual extraterrestrial encounters, and prehistory UFO cases. He has appeared on multiple media platforms to include the following: Coast to Coast AM, History Channel, Paranormal Matrix, UFO Hunters, Fade to Black. Guest speaker at multiple UFO conferences, including the following: Phoenix MUFON, Orange County MUFON, International UFO Congress, MUFON Symposium, and UFOCon. And with that, Michael, it's all yours.
So we'll move on to the Father Gill sighting, June 26, 1959, Papua New Guinea. This is the case where Father Gill and at least 24 natives saw a 35-foot diameter dish-shaped craft. It looked like a two-tiered wedding cake. Lower diameter is 35 feet in diameter. The upper deck of this wedding cake was 20 feet in diameter. And Father Gill reported that there were 4 what are described as just men on the top of this craft. 2 were forward on the forward section of the craft. The other 2 were further back. They were harder to see. And they looked like they were setting up something or quote unquote repairing something. At this point, Father Gill, he actually raised his hand above his head and was waving to this guy on the top. And this, whatever this being was, he waved back. And in some cases where this case is described, it's called the wave back case. It's that famous. There are newspaper clippings all around the world. Later in 1974, Father Gill visited the home of Jalen Hynek. His son Paul Hynek was there, and they had dinner. And Father Gill laid out the entire case. He wasn't seeking fame or fortune, but he was very honest about it. And when Paul told me that he had dinner with the father who described the case, it made it that much more real. So we went ahead and did an enlargement here. You can see these beings setting up some type of equipment, and then the one in the foreground waving back. And then there was a light blue or white colored being that shot off at a 45-degree angle on this craft itself.